Hey, greetings, Tamu. Greetings, R. Humphrey. Blessings. It's funny, like 5 people just came in, but it says 0. So I don't know. So I'm going to go ahead. I just wanted to come on real quick and let you all know that I am having a teleseminar on Sunday, March the 20th at 11:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm going to be discussing body divination. Divination is a form of listening to and getting messages from the divine, okay? And if you know me, I'm going to tell you, you are the divine, you are God. So when we're having illnesses, when we're having sickness, I consider illness to just be, something small, a cold, the flu, maybe some aches and pains. And then disease are the more, life-altering things like diabetes, cancer, more serious things. So I just kind of differentiate them like that. My name is Ella Sheba Nicole. My name means, Ella Sheba means God's promise, and Nicole means victory of the people. So, or victory for the people. So my name as a phrase means God's promise, victory for the people. And victory is success, and that is my goal. I have created a company. It is called Vibrational Alchemy. And in that company, my goal is to help people to achieve success. So that's my promise. That's my goal. That's my oath. That's my word, okay? That I want people to be successful. And one of those things that people struggle with, I know for a fact, because I am a registered nurse. I am transitioning out of that. Hey, Monique the doula. My desire is to be, and I will be, I am already a coach. I coach some people now, and I do crystal healings, and that is my mission, to heal people holistically and help people to assist and guide people to themselves, and to be able to be in tune with themselves and to know what's going on with them instead of just succumbing to these illnesses. So in the call that we're going to have on Sunday, which is a free teleseminar, the information's on my page, Vibrational Alchemy Life. It is, there's a link, and like I said, it's going to be on Sunday, March 20th at 11:45 a.m. On that call, we're going to be talking about body divination, listening to your body's messages. We have been taught in the society to suppress, to medicate away, to cut off, or cut, period. People have their limbs amputated all the time. And like I said, as a nurse, I see this. Instead of dealing with what's going on, we give pain medication. Instead of dealing with what's going on, we cut an organ out. We, hey, Love Tonic, good to see you. We try to sweep away these messages, and people have been, if you're getting a limb cut off, you've been ignoring the messages for a long time. My goal is to get people before it gets to that point, because with the way our mindset is today, it's very hard to come back from a gangrenous limb, which means that the infection is gone so far that the limb is like almost rotting off, okay? And some people have poor circulation to where it's turning black, and it's nasty. So I want people to not go there, to not get to that point to where the only option is to cut it off. It's insane to me, because you can cut off the physical representation or the physical manifestation of something, but there's something called phantom limb syndrome, which means that person can still feel pain in that limb even if it's cut off. And I remember in nursing school them telling us about that concept, or that, that thing that was going to happen, and me thinking, hey, Lapis Fire, I love that name, me thinking, that's crazy. If there's a limb cut off, why in the world would they feel pain there? Until, and I thought about it, and I was like, okay, well, fine, I'll just take the lesson, and I go to work and like someone blessings, and someone says, you know, my right leg is hurting, and I'm like, hold up, you don't have a right leg, because they had it amputated. But then it came back to me, you know, what I learned in school, obviously, that people still feel the pain. So that's how I know that you cutting off anything, a limb, ignoring things, trying to medicate things away, is not going to serve you, because there's still something there. There's still something there that feels, okay? Something alive is still there. So that's some proof that something's still there that you need to deal with. Hey, Dia. So on this call, I'm going to talk about various disease states, illnesses, and their metaphysical causes, their metaphysical roots, and also different strategies and tips that you can use to tap into the message, to see what a migraine headache is really trying to get you to know, okay? It could vary between different people, but it's across most people who are having headaches of any type are cut off somehow from their spiritual intuition, or some kind of message spirit is trying to give them. That's why they're having the headaches. And, you know, we all want, hey, Lady Singing Wolf, we all want to run to the medicine cabinet and get a Tylenol or an Aleve or whatever it is and just say, just go away, please leave me alone. When it's really, hey, love, your soul, which is living through your body, your flesh and blood, your soul is trying to say, hello, I have a message for you. I have something I need you to know, okay? And by you going and taking, yes, I've heard of Bobby Hemmett. By you taking that medication, you have shut the gates to that communication. You are ignoring it. You are in ignorance. The root word in ignorance is ignore. So you just don't know because you're choosing not to know. It's a choice. Ignorance is a choice. So when we ignore things, we are ignoring ourselves. When we ignore pain and we try to squash it down and sweep it away and work through it, you know, as women, we go to work, even though we're tired, even though we're on our cycles. I personally believe that when a woman's on her cycle, she should be chilling somewhere. If you've ever heard of a red tent, that concept is awesome. Women should be somewhere because it's a time when we're very highly sensitive and very highly psychic. But our society does not support that. Okay, but you can create your own life where you can, you know, be off when you need to be and do what you need to do. So it's very, very, very possible. Thank you so much for these hearts. Share with your followers. Swipe left or right because I want everyone. Girl, yes, red tent is all that. You can have your own red tent in your own house. Don't have to be no little red tent. Thank you so much, Tamu, because I want as many people as possible on this call because I want people to get it, that you do not have to suffer. Ignorance, ignoring is a choice. Not knowing is a choice. To ignore means I purposely decide and make a choice that I'm not going to pay attention to what's going on with my body. Diabetes. People, many times I've asked them in the hospital who have had diabetes, I asked them, when did you get diabetes? And this is just me being, you know, doing my little scientific research on the side because not everybody's ready to hear most of the things that I know, okay? But I just ask them, when did you develop diabetes? And every time they have developed diabetes, when it started to get really bad, is when something very traumatic happened in their life. Oh, I love these magenta hearts. Thank you. So it was always when something very traumatic happened in their life. And I mean something traumatic like a loss, okay? Like someone died and it was just like a big job loss or something. Diabetes has to do with your joy and your personal power, okay? So when someone feels like something's been taken away from them, it affects that solar plexus, okay? And that is why we develop diabetes, because the solar plexus governs the pancreas, and the pancreas is what produces insulin, and it can become insulin resistant, and it can also fail to or your body can become insulin resistant, and your pancreas can fail to secrete, sorry, it's my kids, can fail to secrete insulin, which opens up the gates for sugar or blood glucose to go into your cells. That's why it says loss of sweetness, because you can't have joy and sweetness and enjoy life it's reflected in your body. It's so, oh my gosh, it's so cool how these diseases, and it's crazy I say it's cool, but it's interesting how these diseases directly reflect what's going on with people. You cannot receive sugar, glucose, which gives you life, which makes you be able, it gives you energy, which makes you to be able to do things. You need energy to do work, okay? We all know that from school. And when that person has that loss, they feel like they can't do work, or they can't receive joy or sweetness anymore. Okay? It's so cool. It's so interesting when you really know what it is. And I study the metaphysical reasons, and I look and see the real life manifestation of it. It's mind-boggling. So join me on this call, okay? Because I'm going to have details on different disease states. And if you come, and also in my link, you can ask questions before the actual broadcast. Type your questions there, and that way I can prepare and make sure I have whatever you're going through. You know, if you're going through a specific health challenge, whatever you're going through, I can address it and we can talk about it on that call. And also there'll be, you know how teleseminars work. You can raise your hand and ask questions. There'll be a Q&A portion where you can ask me questions and we can talk about it. And I don't know everything offhand, but I know this. I know the chakras, and I know the body systems, and I can piece it together. And if I need to, I got books. So honestly, there's like right now a very heavy surge of, I know, respiratory issues. I know a lot of people having respiratory stuff, okay? And there's a lot of diabetes going on right now. And a lot of women having very, what is it? It has to go by my metaphysical research on this elbow pain popping I have. Okay, right. Make sure you're on the call and we talk about this elbow pain, because I got you on that. So anything that you have, I have information. I'm very intuitive. I can piece things together. Sometimes things don't fit the books, but you can, some things are very individual to people, and they're a little different than what the book says, just like tarot cards, because I never read the tarot cards. Yeah, Sunday at 11:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you go to my bio here on Periscope, click and join my group, Vibrational Alchemy Life, and in the group there's a flyer that says the date and time, and then you can click, and then you can oh, I'm about to screenshot that. I like testimonials, because I'm telling you, thank you so much for saying that, lady. I want people to be happy and joyful and fulfilled. Oh my gosh, you just have no idea. It's like, I did a crystal healing for someone, what was it, about 3-4 days ago, and just the joy on their face afterwards, the look, gave me this satisfaction that's, I don't even know, it's indescribable. Absolutely indescribable. I want everyone to have that freaking look on their face 24/7, and I damn declare that it is very, very possible for that to happen. We are all gods and goddesses. We are all very capable of staying in that state 24/7 if we stop ignoring, stop being in ignorance of who we are and what we are capable of. We're capable of bliss. I'm telling y'all, I told y'all in my video about my tantric massage. It's some bliss, y'all. You just don't know. Being non-orgasmic, or only partially orgasmic, where you're not having full body orgasms, that's being numb. You can be numb. You can be alive in certain areas of your body and then numb in others, because it's a blockage. You're blocking it off and saying, oh, no, 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 no. We're not going to go there. I don't want to feel there because of past trauma and pain and hurt. You don't want to be about that life. There are ways. Energy work works. Energy work works. If you need energy work, I do distant crystal therapy. It works. I'm going to actually get the person that I did it on. She actually told me. I didn't even know she felt like that. Everybody needs several full body orgasms several times a day. It is something, I think Nicki Minaj said, I demand to have an orgasm. It is a right.